Hello students, welcome to Vedantu NEET English. I am Ms. Gopika, your own biology master teacher. I hope I am audible, visible and the presentation right behind me is also visible. Please let me know in the chats if I am audible and visible to all of you. Yes. Let me also check if we are live yet. I think we should be live. Yes, we are live. Oh, are we not live? Yes, we are live. Awesome. Hello. So today you might be thinking why ma'am is in color dress and all that. No, that is because of Ganesha Chaturthi. So happy Ganesha Chaturthi to all the students who are celebrating, who are not celebrating. It's a very special festival for all the Karnataka people, and especially for the Bangaloreans, because everywhere they get to see colors, statues and lot of loud music and all of that. So we are happy celebrating it, be it individually we celebrate it or not. It's a happy festival. Okay, so hi students, welcome all of you to Vedantu NEET English channel, and for those who are new here, quickly go and subscribe to the channel, and also do not forget to like the video as well. So today we have come to the third part of human health and diseases. This chapter is actually a long chapter. If I do it one shot, I'll finish it in maybe 5 to 6 hours, but since I took NCERT snips as well, this has gone for a longer, and third part is here. So today we are going to do AIDS, cancer, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, and I think as a teenager or the students who are going to go into the medical field, I think you should be aware of these topics as well. Okay, so all of you are ready. So let's go to the third part of human health and diseases, that is going to start with AIDS. Now students, before we go into anything, yes, all of you quickly like the video. All my students are asking. Okay, yes, thank you so much students, thank you so much, wish you all the same as well. Okay, yes, so introduction to AIDS. What is exactly AIDS, or what is the history behind AIDS? That is what we are going to see. Okay, first of all, let's go to the full form of AIDS. What is the full form, students? AIDS, I think I cannot write like this, one second. Okay, I'll drop it like this. Okay, so it is called as acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Yes or no? Deficiency syndrome. So AIDS stands for acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So from the term, let's see what we understand. First thing that we understand is acquired. Acquired means what? It did not happen during the birth, right? It was not there by birth. It happened later in the life. So acquired means it happened later in our lifetime. That is why it is called as acquired. Now immunodeficiency. Immunodeficiency means what, students? So this happened during the lifetime. During lifetime. So this has happened, could be because of multiple other reasons as well, right? Now immunodeficiency means what? Immunodeficiency means it actually affects your immune system. Yes or no? It affects your immune system. That is, your immunity is going to get first damaged when you when you are affected with AIDS, not anything else. Okay, so first thing is going to be immunity. So immunodeficiency means it is going to cause a problem with the immunity. Okay, it is going to cause a problem with the immune system. So immune system is going to get affected. All these notes you will get it on Vedantu NEET English Telegram as well as Biology by Gopika. So you can quickly go and join the Telegram channel, as well as you can also join our WhatsApp channel. Okay, so immune system will get affected. Now syndrome means what, students? Syndrome means when there are a lot of symptoms, or we could say when multiple organs are getting failed. Okay, now I would not say typhoid as a syndrome. Why? Because I know that this is going to cause only one problem like that, but here it is going to be a syndrome, that is multiple symptoms, and not only that, students, it will also affect multiple organs as well. Okay, multiple organs as well. Got it? Yes, I do know Kannada, Umesh. I do know Kannada. I'm in Karnataka, obviously. Yes, a group of symptoms. Very good. Okay, multiple symptoms. I think group of symptoms sounds better, so we'll write that. Okay, group of symptoms. Now let's go back to little history, students. Okay, in my class, except biology, so many other things we have to study: history, geography, physics, especially physics and chemistry. Okay, majorly I think for past few days I have been teaching physics and chemistry a lot. This is the only chapter where there's a lot of biology. But now let's go back to a little bit of history. Now, how was AIDS? Like, who identified it? From where did it come? So students, the first ever case of AIDS was in 1980s. Okay, 1981 you can see in some books, 1980s you can see in some books. Okay, so around 1980s the first case, okay, the first case of AIDS was spotted. Okay, that was in USA. Okay, US. Okay, first case was in US. Now it was noticed, okay, it was noticed among the gay community. All of you know the gay community, no? So first ever case of AIDS was seen in the gay community, and for a longer time it kept happening like that. Okay, it kept happening like that, and people were like, maybe this is a kind of a problem, or this might be a fungal infection. That is what people thought for a longer time. They did not know it was a virus. They thought it was a fungal infection, and this fungal infection is very, very specific to the gay community. But later on in the story they understood that this has nothing to do, or this is not limited to any categories or communities. Okay, later the next case that came was around 1986 in one of the states in Tamil Nadu. It is told Chennai. Okay, one of the states in Tamil Nadu. It was noticed among this was actually seen in a woman who was a sex worker. Okay, the second case was seen in a woman who was a sex worker. Got it? Bio is like bacteria, yeah, cosmopolitan in nature. So it was seen, the second case was seen in one of the states in Tamil Nadu. Like many books it's written Chennai, many places it's written a state in Tamil Nadu. Okay, it was seen in a sex worker. That is a female sex worker. That is when they understood, okay, it is not limited anywhere, and this could be fungal infection for a longer time. But later in France, okay, in France they understood, in one of the institute they understood that it is actually HIV that causes AIDS. Okay, so, and students, history is clear. Okay, in one of the institutes they understood that Institute Pasteur in France, they understood that HIV causes AIDS. Okay, causes AIDS. Now, is this fellow small fellow? No, he is a big fellow, right? He is a big fellow. Why I am telling he is a big fellow? Because HIV is a retroviridae. It falls under the family of retroviridae, and the genus is your lentivirus. Okay, so the genus that it falls into is lentivirus, that causes immunodeficiency problems. Okay, this also affects the immune system. Yes ma'am, it affects the immune system. So this comes under genus lentivirus, but it comes under the family retroviridae. Okay, retroviridae. Retroviridae. Got it, all of you? Introduction is clear? Yes? Yes. Okay, introduction clear, students? Any doubts? Yeah, I'm very disappointed in the crowd. Okay, where is all the students? Why did they think that cancer and AIDS will not give them questions? And look at the likes. Thank you so much, students. Look at the likes, very disappointing. Okay, very disappointing. I think Saturdays I shouldn't take class because the students don't want to see classes on Saturday. Okay, yes, the full form is human immunodeficiency virus, and this falls under lentivirus, and lentiviruses are those that can affect the immune system. Okay, and then retroviridae, because they have reverse transcriptase in their structure, which will convert your RNA to DNA, right? We learned transcription. How did we learn? We learned that it goes from DNA to RNA. Right, DNA to RNA. But what is happening? Okay, what is happening? Ulta is happening. Got it? Yes. Okay, done. Done. Okay, fine. Okay, now this is the introduction of your HIV. I'll write here full form. This mic also is not. Okay. HIV. human immunodeficiency virus. Now students, when I tell immunodeficiency virus, you understood that it is affecting, okay, you all understood that it is affecting the immune system. But do you think a person dies because of AIDS, or a person gets infected with any other, okay, any other disease is there, the person will get immediately infected and they will, you know, that will lead to the death, okay, that will lead to the death. So remember that when something affects your immune system, there is very less chance for you to die because of that, okay. The chance for you to die could be from a normal an influenza or a flu, okay, a normal thing that you, or a mycobacterium. These are the things that our immune system could have fought, but because our immune system got weakened or the number of cells got damaged on a longer run, that led to the problem of, you know, a person dying. So now at present around 25 million people have been, you know, lost their life because of AIDS, okay, lost their life because of AIDS, around 25 million. Again, this is a very approximate value, okay. 25 million people have been affected with AIDS. This is a lot, okay, a lot of number, right? Number is very big. Thank you students, wish you the same, okay. Yes, the medicines also, no medicines cure AIDS, which makes it worst. Okay, now we are going to see the structure of HIV, okay, for you to understand how the structure looks. Let's first draw the structure. So I want all of you to be very patient until I draw the structure, and after that I will explain it to all of you, okay. I'll explain it to all of you. Let's try to draw the structure. Yes. Students, if you can draw it with me, very nice, okay. If you can draw it with me, it's very good. Otherwise, thank you so much. If you cannot draw it, then just be patient enough until I finish drawing, okay. Until I finish drawing. Yes, what I am drawing is a glycoprotein, okay. What I am drawing is a glycoprotein. The structure will help us understand how these people are so efficient, okay. The structure will help us understand how these people are so efficient and how do they cause this much damage, okay. How do they cause this much damage? One second. Like how Bigil tells, no, sorata namakku mukyam. Like that, for me, color is romba mukyam. Did I tell it correctly, students? Later some students shouldn't comment, tell, ma'am, why do you even attempt to tell all these things? How many Tamilians, Kannadigas, how many are in the class? Okay, let's see who understood. Oh, okay. Now look here, students. I've drawn a structure. Now I cannot complete the structure because it is going to take a lot of time. So I'm just going to draw few things. Okay, few things. What color? Which color? Okay, done. I think it looks decent enough for you to explain. Yes, correct. I told correct or wrong? There he is laughing. Then I told something wrong. Okay. Who is laughing? Tanuja is laughing, no? Then I told something wrong. Andhra. Okay. Telugu. I don't know any words, students. But I can understand. Little bit I can understand. Chalo. Ready? Yes, ma'am. Ready. All of you. So lazy there to tell ready also. Okay, look here. Okay, look here. Now, let me draw another structure as well. Okay, 1, 2 structures I've drawn. Now, students, look here. This is your entire how HIV is going to look like. Okay. Now, here full covering should be there, which I'm not going to draw, but I can draw one layer to just show you guys how the covering is going to be like. Okay. Yes. covering is going to be like, I'm going to show you how these people are going to get covered. Okay, just remember like this. Okay, they are going to get covered like this. Full structure is going to be like this. Okay, like this, two layers will be there, which I cannot draw. Obviously full I cannot draw. It will take till tomorrow morning. We all should be in this class. Okay, but understand, like this it will be covering the whole thing. Okay, this it will be covering the whole thing. Now look here, HIV is a human immunodeficiency virus, no doubt in that. Okay, now why does this virus have so much abilities is the question, right? Why, ma'am, we have to always talk about HIV, or why HIV is very dangerous? First of all, understand this circle I have drawn now, which looks like a lollipop, which is not exactly a lollipop. It can be a folded structure. Now remember, this structure, this outside thing is a glycoprotein. Okay, the outside thing is a glycoprotein, and this glycoprotein is the one that will go and bind to the receptor. So imagine, students, receptor is like this. Okay, receptor is like this. This one will come and bind like this. Okay, this glycoprotein which I am drawing, no, this will come and bind like this. Is this clear to all of you? Okay. Yes, clear? In a good way, or what way, Tanuja? Okay, fine. Now this first portion will be called as GP120. Okay, GP120. This is a glycoprotein, and that glycoprotein, those round circular structure will be called as GP120. Now the one that you're seeing, no, the down one, that is a transmembrane. Okay, transmembrane, because you can see it is on the membrane. So that transmembrane glycoprotein will be called as GP41. Okay, GP41. Are you all with me for this? Yes or no? GP41. Can you see? Yes, very good. GP120, ma'am, GP41. So these two are glycoproteins. Okay, do not forget that. One is a transmembrane glycoprotein and one is a glycoprotein. In that, this one is a transmembrane. So transmembrane means, you can understand. Okay, it is on the membrane. Yes, clear? Fine, this is clear. Now, do you see this purple color thing which I have drawn? That is a capsid. Okay, that is a capsid. Now, what is it? Okay, so these are numbers. Okay, these are numbers. Like this, you will know many glycoproteins will be there, and each glycoprotein will have a code. Like how we have a code, no? Like that, numbers will be there. Okay, so you do not have to know that, but just understand this GP120 is the one that will go and bind with the CD4 receptor. Now, students, can you see here? To protect the genetic material, we studied in virus that many proteins come together, many capsomeres come together to make capsid. All of you remember. So this purple color thing that you're seeing is actually a capsid. Okay, is actually a capsid or a protein coat, right? A protein coat. It is made up of what? Capsomeres. Protein coat. Now this capsid or the protein coat has two layers, an outer membrane and an inner membrane. Okay, now let's consider one more light color to draw the outer membrane. Okay, light color to draw an outer membrane. I hope I get it in same thickness. One second. Students, I don't think the color will show you out. Okay, let's keep it this one. Okay, yes, it looks like an outer covering. Yes or no? It looks like an outer covering, no? I think this looks very similar to each other. Okay, this looks very similar to each other. On the board it is very similar, but otherwise it's a very different color. Okay, you cannot ever judge my coloring. So yes. Okay, let's draw it this way. Yes, this acts as a outer covering. Okay, this acts as a outer covering. Yes, look here, all of you look here. Now you can see a blue and you can see a pink. Yes or no? All of you tell me, is it visible? A blue and a pink is visible? Jaldi, tell me faster. Visible? Yes, okay. Now this blue color, no, which I have drawn, the blue color is going to be the outer layer and it is made up of, okay, it is going to be called protein 17. Okay, P17 is the outer one. P17 is the outer one. Students, these are just like, you know, numbers. So you do not get confused. Okay, if you're feeling that no ma'am, I cannot remember these numbers, it's okay, you can skip it. But when we usually explain HIV, we always go through it. Okay, so P17 is going to be the outer layer, and the purple color which I've drawn, no, the purple color which I've drawn, this one is going to be P24. Okay, P24 is going to be the inner one. So the capsid has two layers, one outer layer, one inner layer, and the outer layer and inner layer is very special because the outer layer is made up of P24 and inner layer is made up of P17. Oh sorry, outer layer is made up of P17 and inner layer is made up of P24. Got it? Yes, perfect. Now you understood. Now you see inside I have drawn few things. Yes or no? Inside I have drawn few things. Now these things are going to define your HIV, and you will understand why HIV is so dangerous. See, the red color which you are seeing, no, the red color which you are seeing is reverse transcriptase. What is it? Reverse transcriptase. And what is the job of reverse transcriptase? To do reverse transcription. Yes or no? Okay, reverse transcriptase. Okay, reverse transcriptase. What is the main job of reverse transcriptase? To make RNA. From RNA, it can make DNA. From RNA, it can make DNA. That means it can manipulate the host genome. Right, ours is DNA. The viral protein, the virus can be RNA or it can be DNA, but here it is RNA. So what they do is this reverse transcriptase which is present inside will make sure that it converts RNA to DNA, and then we have another protein which is called as integrase. Okay, we have another enzyme. Okay, enzyme we can say. I think white only I'll use. See, the orange color one is clear. I think colors are visible, no? Three types of enzymes are there. First enzyme was reverse transcriptase, and then let's say the orange color. Anything does not matter, students, but yeah. Okay, let's draw the green color one. The green color one is integrase. Okay, integrase. Now what is the job of integrase? To make sure that to integrate the viral DNA with host DNA. Okay, integrase job is going to be to make sure that it integrates the viral DNA with the host DNA. Okay, try to understand carefully. Now the next one which you're seeing here is the orange one, right? The orange one is going to be your protease. Okay, protease. So far good? Can you see everything? Right? What is going to protease job? Protease job is going to synthesize or break the viral protein coat, okay, to help in the disintegration, synthesis of the protein coat. Okay, so protease also is done. These are the three enzymes that makes this HIV very, very strong. Okay, HIV very, very strong. Okay, understood? Now students, some numbers are there for this, like your beta 32, beta 10, P64, which I'm not going to teach you right now. But just understand, numbers are there for this also. Okay, like you have beta 32, beta 10, then you have P64, which you do not have to know. Those are unnecessary for your NEET. Okay, so this is the structure of your HIV. Any doubts in the structure? Hi Rathod. Any doubts in the structure? Any doubts? Let's go quickly over the structure. So this is a membrane. Okay, on that you can see glycoproteins, and there are two types of glycoproteins. Okay, first glycoprotein is going to be GP120, which will help to go and bind with the receptor. And then you have a stick-like structure, no, a thin structure, which is going to be a transmembrane glycoprotein. Okay, transmembrane glycoprotein, which is going to be GP41. So these two are the glycoproteins. Now to protect the genetic material, the blue color which you are seeing is the viral RNA. Okay, this is your RNA. Got it? Viral RNA. Now to protect this genetic material, yes or no? To protect this genetic material, we have a capsid or a protein coat. I'm highlighting the genetic material. Okay. To protect this protein, this genetic material, we have a protein coat which is called the capsid. Now that capsid has two layers, one outer protein layer, one inner protein layer. Okay, the outer layer is made up of P17 and inner layer is made up of P24. Okay, now this capsid, inside the capsid itself, there are three enzymes which are going to change the host genome completely or going to manipulate the machinery of the host. What are those? First one is going to be your reverse transcriptase, and you know that I told you that these people belongs to retroviridae, so that means they have this retrovirus. They had a retrovirus, that means they can do reverse transcription. Okay, so reverse transcriptase, first one. Then you have integrase. Integrase main job is to integrate viral DNA into host DNA. Okay, then you have protease. Protease, which will remove the protein code or synthesize of the protein code. Now, is this clear, students? Any doubts? Anyone wants to draw? Anyone has a doubt? Please let me know. Okay, this is how your HIV will look like. Yes? Any doubts? No, right? Okay, now this is a phospholipid envelope. Okay, I forgot to write it here. This one, no, the green color which I have drawn is a phospholipid envelope. Okay, done. Whole thing is done. Nothing we have missed. Everything is beautifully done. Now I will write function of this. See, look at the structure. I've also put a structure for students in case they're like, ma'am, I did not understand. Look at this, students. Lipid envelope, you can see these are docking glycoproteins. Okay, we tell like that, docking glycoproteins. So they look at them, how they are like those, you know, all of you remember when we were small, we used to, I think now also is there, on the cake we used to put one lotus candle. Okay, lotus candle. Oh, Tanuja and Madhumati has to, you know, do dance today to get the target achieved, because students are, and all of them are sleeping, I guess. So students, that lotus candle, all of you remember, they used to sing and come open out, okay, for the birthday. So like that it looks. Okay, now look here, we have GP41, which is a transmembrane glycoprotein. You have GP120, which is a docking glycoprotein. Then you have the RNA genome. You can see reverse transcriptase is there, integrase is there. Where is the other one? Protease is there, peptides, host proteins, capsid. This is the capsid. Okay, capsid. Usually protease we draw it inside only. I don't know why these people have drawn it outside. Okay, we draw the protease also inside itself. Okay, protease also we draw inside itself, and this is the whole thing. Same thing whatever I explained. Now we have to understand about each of them, right? We have to write about each of them. No, only drawing will not help. Okay, because that is protease job, dear. If you ask me, ma'am, why does my nose, okay, take in air? How will I answer that question? So like that only it is. Now look here, students, about HIV. So we understood that GP120 is a docking glycoprotein. Okay, glycoprotein. Okay, then we understood GP41 is a transmembrane. This too you people try to remember as much as possible. Even if you forget the capsid layer, no problem, but try to remember these two numbers, okay? Because usually every coaching center, every NEET student usually studies the HIV structure more in depth. Okay, more in depth. Got it? Okay, no problem. Very Tanuja, 2 minutes she's telling. Okay, so this two you try to remember, rest you forget. It's okay, no problem for me. Okay, now the protein coat is there. Protein coat is there, and that coat is called capsid. Okay, this is not the first time you're listening to this word. You have heard this word in biological classification. Okay, these capsids are made up of capsomeres. These capsids have 2 layers. The 2 layers are an outer layer, okay, an outer layer which is made up of P17, okay, and inner layer P24. Think like this. At the age of 17, you always want to be outside, like you want to party, you want to dance with your friends. At the age of 24, you always want to sit inside the home. Okay, you'll feel like, oh, I'm a homely person, I don't like going out. So this is this. Okay, got it? So this is the way you remember it. Protein code done. Now enzymes, very important. Okay, there are 3 types or 3 enzymes. Okay, 3 enzymes in HIV. You have to know the function as well, then only you will be able to understand how the integration is happening. Okay, the structure which is given in your textbook, no, that you have to know. Okay, that you have to know. Chalo, first enzyme, all of you tell me, reverse transcriptase. Okay, reverse. Students, all these notes you will get it on Vedantu NEET English Telegram. Okay, you do not have to go anywhere else. Reverse transcriptase. What is the job of reverse transcriptase? To do reverse function. Okay. Yes, what you want to do, that is from RNA to DNA conversion will happen. To DNA conversion will happen. Okay, normally what does it go? DNA to RNA is transcription. So reverse transcription means from RNA to DNA. Now reverse transcription done. Next one is going to be integrase. Okay, integrase. Integrase is going to integrate, okay, integrate viral DNA, okay, viral DNA to host DNA. Students, host is who? We are the host, okay. To our DNA, this fellow will integrate and give. So we will not understand. Okay, we will not understand. Okay, so our body will start functioning, listening onto this viral DNA, because according to our central dogma, DNA will form mRNA, mRNA will form protein. Okay, so this people will manipulate our entire central dogma. Got it? Now, integrase, from integrase you go to protease. This will break down the protein code. Got it? Done? Clear? Yes, exactly. When I want to ask what are you people speaking, okay, I cannot understand what you guys talking about. Chalo. Okay, look here. Now this is done. Now what do you have to write? Okay, so students, very simple thing. The first thing is, whom does this HIV affect? Does it go around everyone and talk? No. HIV only infects cells. Okay, HIV only infects cells that have, okay, cells that have which receptor? That has CD4 receptor. Okay, that has CD4 receptor. Is this clear? Now who has CD4 receptor? Okay, who has CD4 receptor? So Rathod, are you telling what she told is wrong? They are in their own world. Okay. Yes. CD4 receptor. Okay, CD4 receptor. Now CD4 receptor is not there in all the cells in our body. Okay, CD4 receptor is not there in all the cells in our body, but they're there in 3 cells. Okay, very, very important 3 cells, students. First cell is going to be macrophages. Okay, macrophages. Second cell is going to be your T helper cells. T helper cells we studied yesterday, okay, when I taught you immunity. And the last cell is going to be your dendritic cells. Okay, dendritic cells. So these are the 3 cells that will have CD4 receptor, and this HIV or the GP120 will go and exactly bind with your CD4 receptor. Is this clear to all of you? Yes or no? So this is the general idea of your HIV. Okay, now let's try to understand how these people are going to affect and what is going to happen. I will not draw the structure, but I will try to just write, okay, those steps step by step. Got it? Yes or no? Okay. Oh my god. Done? Okay, so in the first step, okay, first step is going to be, let's say this is a macrophage cell. Okay, this is a macrophage cell. Okay, this is the cell. So in the cell, the first job is going to be what? Going and binding with the CD4 receptor. Okay, going and binding with the CD4 receptor. So let's say this is the CD4 receptor. This CD4 receptor will bind, or this glycoprotein will come and bind with the, okay, come and bind with the CD4 receptor. So this will be the first ever step. Okay, this two became same color. Yes, this is the first step. Got it? So this is your CD4 receptor, and the HIV, this is HIV, will come and bind. So the first step is going to be attachment. Yes or no? Okay, first step is going to be attachment, not the attachment that you have, okay, but this kind of attachment is for their benefit. Okay, so first is going to be attachment Okay, second step, can you think and tell me? First could be binding, attachment, you can tell. Second step, quickly yaar, you people are sleeping or what? Okay, second step is going to be what, students? This one will enter inside and it is going to do the conversion, right? So for second thing is going to be something called as fusion. Okay, second thing is going to be fusion. Binding has to happen, yes or no? Binding has to happen. After the fusion, the third step is going to be, with the help of reverse transcriptase, it will convert. Okay, with the help of reverse transcriptase, it will do the job of converting its RNA. Okay, converting its RNA to DNA. Okay, converting its RNA to DNA, yes or no? Third step done. Now what is the next job? This DNA has to be integrated into the host DNA, right? So the third step, I cannot call it as a step as such, so I will just write here, okay, point 4 as the job of integrase. Okay, job of integrase. Students, if this does not happen, integration does not happen, then viral proteins will not be formed. Okay, because up to here we have reached up to DNA, right? Now we have to form viral proteins. For that we need the help of integrase. Is this clear to all of you? Any student has a doubt? Any doubts? Tell me. No, right? Okay, good job. Okay, now after integration, the next process is going to be the formation of RNA, because we are going to continue the central dogma, right? So here the fifth thing is going to be the formation of viral RNA. Okay, viral RNA. After viral RNA is formed, okay, after viral RNA is formed, then the sixth step is going to be the viral RNA forming viral proteins. Okay, viral RNA forming viral proteins. Okay, and this will give rise to new HIV virus. Got it, all of you? Got it, all of you? Simple thing. Okay, simple thing. Yes or no? Okay, fusion happened, attachment happened with CD4 receptor. Okay, then fusion happened, then reverse transcriptase came, converted RNA to DNA, DNA to viral RNA, RNA to viral protein. Okay, because they cannot do this otherwise. They have to integrate with the host. Okay, they have to integrate with the host. If they do not integrate here at this step with the host DNA, then how are they going to manipulate our entire machinery? This host DNA now will start forming viral RNA for us. Okay, manipulation will happen. This viral RNA will give rise to viral protein, and here is where protease is going to do the job. Protease is going to help. Is this clear, students? This is the basic, okay, basic of how HIV is going to affect. Any doubts? Yes, students, why hasn't the likes increased? Yeah, so poor. Chalo, done? Okay, now I have to tell you something more. Okay, this HIV, no students, it's not that easy fellow. Okay, very, very chalak fellow. I'll tell you why so chalak. Because I told you that 3 people have CD4 receptors. Yes or no? Who are the 3 people? All of you tell me in the chats. Who are the 3 people who have CD4 receptor? It was your macrophages. Yes or no? It was your dendritic cells as well as your T helper cells. Now what this fellow will do? No, it will use, okay, this HIV is going to use macrophages. Okay, it is going to use macrophages as the factory, okay, factory of HIV. Factory of HIV. Ma'am, why are you telling it factory? Because they are going to produce, okay, new HIV virus in the macrophages. Okay, new HIV virus will keep releasing from the macrophages. Now ma'am, why did you tell they were chalak? They are chalak because in the macrophages they are not damaging the macrophages, they are not killing the macrophages, but the moment, okay, the moment, yes, viral protein code infected normal cells enter into the cell, viral DNA, what is happening? We're from through reverse, yes, correct, okay. Yes, new viral RNA form, new virus produced. Okay. Yes, very good, very good. Okay, listen here. New virus. So macrophages is going to be the factory of HIV. But the moment they start attacking the T helper cells, students, the moment they attack the T helper cells, they will kill T helper cells. Kill T helper cells. Now kill T helper cells, ma'am. Why? What is going to happen? 1 or 2 helper cells will die. No. They will continue the process and continuously, okay, continuously kill all the helper cells. Okay, continuously kill all helper cells. Okay, they're going to keep demolishing this helper cells, and because of this one reason, this is called as an immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, immunodeficiency syndrome is because of this. Why so? Because a small normal mycobacterium also can affect a person who is suffering from AIDS, because their T helper cells is a problem. T helper cells number drastically reduces, and because of which a normal disease, okay, a normal mycobacterium, a normal infection will affect an AIDS person. Is this clear, students? Is this clear? Yes or no? So a normal, okay, mycobacterium will also cause dangerous infections to a person who is suffering from AIDS. So they are very much prone to infections. Okay, they are very much prone to infections. Is this clear? So the question will come, who is the factory of factory of HIV? Your answer should be macrophages. Okay, shall we go to NCERT? Okay, now how is it transmitted and all of that, all of you know, right? If there are multiple sex partners, that is the reason why it could be transmitted. Or the second thing, when you do a blood transfusion and you do not, okay, blood transfusion, then you do not what is happening? Blood transfusion, then you do not, then that AIDS can get spread. Or if you are a drug addict and you share, okay, intravenous, you do intravenous entry of drugs with the help of syringes or needles, you share it with the friends and other things. If that person has AIDS, then you have chances of getting AIDS. By touching or having food with them, you will never get AIDS. So do not have that wrong notion that, okay, I cannot go and visit a person who has AIDS because that will spread to me. It is only transmitted from a fluid exchange or a blood exchange. Got it? So yes, let's see. The word AIDS stands for acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, I told the meaning of each word, so you shouldn't be confused. Okay, this means deficiency of the immune system acquired during the lifetime of an individual, indicating that it is not a congenital disease. Okay, this is not a congenital disease. Now syndrome means a group of symptoms. Every line of NCERT, yes or no? Now AIDS was first reported in 1981, and in the last 25 years or so, it was spread all over, killing 25 million people. I already wrote this as well, right? Yes. Rani, it only if there is not exactly, it will not come like that. Okay, only if there is a blood, okay, blood exchange happens. Otherwise, no, blood exchange happens. Okay, AIDS is caused by human. But why would you ask me a question like that? Okay, why would you ask me a question like that now? Okay, human immunodeficiency virus, a member of a group of virus called retrovirus. Okay, retrovirus, or we can tell lentivirus. This will affect the immune system. Okay, which have an envelope enclosing the RNA genome. Transmission of HIV infected generally occurs. Okay, occurs. Yes, same thing, Madhumati, even I am thinking the same. Okay, okay, so thank you. So transmission of HIV infection generally occurs by a sexual contact with an infected person, by transfusion of contaminated blood and blood products. So this is the reason why you should check in a blood bank. Okay, blood bank. Yes, now by sharing infected needles in case of intravenous drug abusers and from infected mother to the child. So this is the only thing, this is the only situation where the child gets it from birth. Okay, that is because the mother was infected. Otherwise there is no chance, but otherwise it becomes like a it comes from birth for the child, because it has come from the mother to the child with through the placenta. So people who are had high chances of getting AIDS are the people who have multiple sex partners, and that is people who do the sex work and all the students, those people. Then secondly, people who does blood transfusion and just randomly goes somewhere and take it from a blood bank, that time also there are chances that the person can get AIDS. And then when there is an intravenous drug abuser, that is people who inject the drug into the intravenous nerve, okay, that is when, because the blood will be there, no, then you give it to a friend. So when you are in a when, not you people, I'm telling those people who do it, when the person is in that kind of a nasha or a drug, that whatever that hallucination they are, what they do is they share with everyone. They share with everyone. When they share, what happens, the blood gets exchanged at the tip. Definitely blood will be there. At the same time, when you do tattoo in a very unprofessional place, understand that the needle that they use, they do not change it. Okay, now if you go to a professional place, even I have got a tattoo, they will show you that, ma'am, we are changing the needle. They will change it in front of you, they will sanitize it in front of you, and then only they will start. At the same time, they will also sanitize the place, the cotton, everything they'll take new, and they will show you. That is how a professional tattoo artist will be. But if you go to unprofessional people to save some money, then that time they are going to use the same needle on everyone. That time also there is chances for getting AIDS. Now look at the students, this is what we were learning. So here you can see viral RNA coat, okay, viral protein coat. Virus infects a normal cell. So virus is going to infect a normal cell. Now you remember in bacteriophage what they do, they hold on to it, they will release the genetic material into it, okay. So they will release the genetic material into it. Now see, viral RNA is introduced into the cell, okay. Immediately you will get in the viral that is genetic material will get into the cell, okay. Now the viral DNA is produced by reverse transcriptase. So as soon as the RNA enters into the cell, that is the virus affects our body, the genetic material will be released, and that will be changed, RNA to DNA it will become with the help of reverse transcriptase. Now viral DNA will be incorporated into the host genome with the help of integrase. Got it? Integrase. Now that will enter into our host genome, and now new RNA will be produced by the infected cell. That is, students, imagine I I try to change some thinkings of yours, or there is a person who actually changed everything, okay, changed everything, and suddenly you start working according to them, okay, you start working according to them. Same way our host, our entire nucleus also, the host DNA will start working like that, and they will start forming viral RNA out of it. Got it? That is because of the help of integrase. That's why I told you these enzymes are very, very important, because these people are the actual villain, okay. New viral RNA will be introduced into the infected cell, and new viruses are produced. Can you see? New viruses are produced, and these new viruses can infect the other cells. Understood? Yes? Yes or no? Any doubts? Any doubts? Let me know right now. This is what has happened, okay. This I already wrote here, so you can just learn this, okay. This is the same thing, you can just learn this, and this will help you understand how this infection has happened, and new viral, this will start infecting the next cells, okay. They will start infecting other cells, okay, infecting other cells. Done, done, done. Okay, now let's see other things, okay. Now who has high chances of getting infection? This is the thing, okay. Who takes drugs intravenously, then individuals, children born with HIV. Now, do you know when do people need repeated blood transfusion? Find out and make a list of such condition. Your job, okay, make the condition. Now, it is important to know that HIV and AIDS is not spread by mere touch or physical contact. It is spread only through body fluids. I clearly told you this. Yes or no? Okay. Clearly, I told you it will go through body fluids. Now, it is hence imperative for the physical and physiological well-being that HIV or AIDS infected persons are not isolated from family and society. actually before, okay, back then these people used to do this, okay, lot of them used to do this, where they used to not let them touch, they used to not give them the same plate to eat food. But nowadays more you know, really good people have come, like not people have come, people have changed their perspective, and they have understood that AIDS or HIV is not something that we have to push them away. Because of some situations is why they would have ended up being a sex worker, or they would have ended up being whatever they are today. It could be because of some situations, okay. Now people have become broad minded. I saw a lot of videos where people visit, you know, AIDS, HIV affected kids, and they go and celebrate birthdays there. You know how we go to orphanages, no, like that, okay, how we go to orphanages, no, like that. Clear? Okay, done. Okay, yes. Now look here. Exactly, Sony, next time we'll give them punishment. Okay, now there is always a time lag between the infection. This is very important, okay. A person will not know that they have an infection very quickly, because sometime the incubation period or the time lag between the infection and actual, you know, symptoms will go up to months, or sometime even up to years, okay, sometime up to years as well. So the infection and the appearance of AIDS symptom, this period may vary from few months to few years, okay, usually 5 to 10 years, okay. Only after 5 to 10 years they will get to know that they have a problem, okay. Yes. Now after getting into the body of the person, the virus, now here they are telling the process, okay, listen carefully. You already understood the diagram. Now you have to listen carefully to each steps, okay. What are the each steps? After getting into the body of the person, the virus enters into macrophages, where the RNA genome of the virus replicates to form the viral DNA. Like you people only, this is also dancing. Viral DNA with the help of reverse transcriptase, okay, enzyme reverse transcriptase. Now this viral DNA, very important, this viral DNA gets incorporated into the host, okay, incorporated into the host cell's DNA, and directs the infected cell to produce virus particles. Now the macrophages continue to produce virus, and in this way it acts like HIV factory, okay, it acts like HIV factory. Okay, simultaneously HIV enters into the helper T lymphocytes, very important, okay, helper T lymphocytes, and this helper T lymphocytes replicates and produces progeny virus. The progeny virus released in the blood attack other helper T cells. So what they are going to do, this HIV virus, no, they will get into the bloodstream, they will get into the bloodstream, and they get into the bloodstream and they will start affecting the next T cells, okay, another T cells will be there, no, they will go and affect this T cells and keep reducing the number of T cells. Got it? Chalo. Now look here, attack the T cells. This is repeated, leading to a progressive decrease in the number of helper T cells and T lymphocytes in the body of the infected person. So during this person, the person suffers from fever, very important, the person will suffer from fever, the person will suffer, from fever, diarrhea and weight loss. Due to the decrease in the number of T helper cells, the person starts suffering from infections, okay, infections, that could be otherwise overcome as those as due to mycobacterium, I told you, mycobacterium virus, fungi and even parasites like your Tacoplasma. The patient becomes so immune deficient that he or she will be unable to protect himself or herself against these infections. A widely used diagnostics method, that is how to identify that this person has AIDS and how do we confirm that this person has AIDS, we do ELISA, and to confirm we do Western blotting, okay. So look here, a widely used diagnostic test for AIDS is enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Students, PYQ has come about the full form. Okay, PYQ has come about the full form. Okay, I'll give the punishment. Okay, yes, write the full form and keep it somewhere. ELISA. Okay, ELISA is the one, and to confirm, okay, confirmed by Western blotting. Confirmed by Western blotting. Southern blotting you have studied in molecular basis of inheritance, no, HGP. So like that. Now look here. Yeah, Eliza is a girl name, so you people shouldn't forget. Treatment of AIDS with antiretro. So students, there is no proper cure for AIDS. I told last class also, last time I taught human health and diseases also, I told you guys become the future doctor and maybe you can find a cure. Now also they are like, you know, half and half, like we found a cure, we did not find a cure. Even for cancer the same thing, they're not able to find an exact cure because these people are able to manipulate our host genome, right? So that reverse transcriptase, if it wasn't there, then these things wouldn't have happened. So you can find you can find something that would, you know, damage these three enzymes and do something, or you know, entirely melt the capsid layer, something you can do, students. So I hope and wish that later in my future, you know, when I'm reading, I read names of my students telling that they have found an, you know, cure, a complete cure for AIDS and cancer. So you should be not just a mediocre doctor, you should also, you know, research, find something and do the best. Got it? Yes. Thank you, Mokshita. Wish you the same. Okay, now look here. Antiretroviral drugs is the only partial effective. Okay, that is also it's partial effective. They can only prolong the life of the patient. They cannot cure it completely. Maybe if the person is like telling that, okay, 5 years you can leave, maybe we can prolong it for a little more time. More than that, we cannot do. Okay, and we cannot prevent death. That is the most saddest part of this problem. Now, I feel sad for people who, I mean, the kids who have got it from their parents. That is the most sad part. No, they did not even decide to be like this or born like this, but unfortunately, they have to go through this life. Okay, go through this life. Got it? Okay, now students, prevention of AIDS. First, before prevention, I will tell you the treatment as well as diagnostic test. Okay, treatment and diagnosis. First one is going to be ELISA. Full form is very, very important. So whenever you write ELISA, don't think it's a girl and dream. Write the full form. Okay. Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Don't write essay. Okay. Assay. Okay. Then to confirm this. Okay. Confirmed Western blotting, confirmed by Western blotting. Now the other cure that we can do is give antiretroviral drugs that will give a partial cure. Okay, partial, we cannot even tell partial cure, but a partial. Okay, yes, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Okay, a partial cure, not partial cure, actually an extension of their, you know, partial cure. And then students, how do we prevent it? Okay, how do we prevent it? That is, you have to prevent it by being careful. Okay, you have to be careful. That is, first of all, when you do a blood transfusion, or you know that someone is going to, you know, go to a blood bank, please make sure to check the blood and it is not, you know, having any infections, no AIDS, HIV, no viruses are there. At the same time, you also check when you go for you know, a tattoo parlor, wherever there is a slight exchange of body fluids, make sure that you check. Okay, and do not involve in using drugs, and do not use intravenous, especially do not use drugs at all, first of all. And if at all you see someone doing intravenous drugs, that means you should tell them that, you know, when you exchange the needles, there is high chances that you will get any diseases that can be spread with the help of blood. Okay, got it? Yes or no? Very simple things. Okay, you have to see. Now, some things are not in our hand, some things are in hand. Okay, yes, yes. So, prevention is better than cure. So, prevention is going to be careful when you do blood transfusion. Okay, blood transfusion. Then when you go for tattoos, okay, when you go for tattoos, okay, stop using intravenous. Wait, I was about to write stop using intravenous drug abuser. How can we stop using them? Okay, so prevention, that is, be careful during blood transfusion, tattoo, drug abusers. Okay, drug abusers. Got it? Done and not done? Yes. Okay, now look here, prevention. And students, whenever we are disposing any medical needle as well, now imagine we have taken, or we have checked someone's blood, okay, someone's blood for anything, for diabetes, thyroid, anything. We have taken a sample. We should not, especially the hospital people, should not throw them in just a random pit. Okay, you should not throw them in a random pit. You have to make sure, okay, you have to make sure that that person is taking care and doing proper biodegradable, that is, the waste will be completely burnt and then only disposed. Okay, so look here, as AIDS has no cure, prevention is the best option. Moreover, HIV infection more often spreads due to conscious behavior. Yes or no? Right? Drugs, someone forced you to have it, you went for a tattoo and you did not check the place. Is it forced? No, none of this is forced. Okay, or having multiple sex partners, it's not forced on anyone. So these kind of things are conscious behaviors that they do. So because of this conscious behaviors, we can actually avoid them, right? So look here, patterns is not something that happened, it did not happen out of the blue, right? Like pneumonia or typhoid, because pneumonia and typhoid, we cannot know from where this has happened or from which contaminated water we have come across this. Okay, of course, infection in blood, transfusion patients, newborns and etc. may be due to poor monitoring. Okay, the only excuse may be ignorance, and it has to be rightly said, don't die of ignorance. My god, students, NCERT and Shakespeare are very connected to each other. Okay, such a book, yeah, such a book where you will find, you have to study. This is why I tell NCERT is a mystery. Now in our country we have NACO, okay, NACO and other NGOs who are spreading the information, telling, especially on a whole, okay, India has noticed that AIDS is seen a lot in rural areas. Why? Because they have very less awareness about this. Okay, yeah, please tell Rathod what happened. Biotechnology chapter I'll do. When I'm teaching human health, you will ask me biotechnology. When I do biotechnology, none of you will appear in the class. Okay, so I stopped listening to you, now you listen to me. Got it?
Always happens, no?
Yeah. Chumma they'll tell one chapter. Tell Rato, tell Sony, what is this? Come on, tell what is happening in the class. Now look here. So National AIDS Control Organization and other NGOs are doing a lot of things to educate people, and I think you people also should do it. That is, if you see a person who is not aware of it, or you feel that these people have a lot of ignorance, then please try to educate them, please try to tell them. Do not give it as an advice, but just give them the facts. Okay, because people do not like to listen to advice. Okay, and look here, WHO has started a number of programs to prevent the spreading of HIV infection, making blood, that is from the blood bank, safe from HIV, ensuring the use of only disposable needles and syringes in public and private hospitals and clinics, free distributions of condom, controlling drug abuse, advocating safe sex and promoting regular checkups for HIV in susceptible populations are some of the steps taken by the government. Got it? Yes. So students, this is the thing that has been done from the government side, that is to make sure that it does not get transferred. It is very simple. See, if it is out of carelessness, then we can definitely avoid it. Yes or no? But in rural areas, what happened? They are very scared. Okay, they do not believe in using condoms. I have seen a lot of documentaries where people tell that, oh no, that is actually bad for us, or prevention of a giving pregnancy is really bad. Our in-laws will not like ladies talking, I'm telling. So that kind of thought process has been, you know, has to be changed with the help of NGOs and different kind of people. Got it? Yes. So here, don't die out of ignorance. Understood? Now again, I will not tell. Now, infection with HIV or having AIDS is something that should not be hidden. Okay, if you get to know that someone has been tested positive, or they are feeling, okay, they have fever, diarrhea, weight loss suddenly, you should know that this person is going through something. I'm not telling every time you have fever, diarrhea and weight loss is AIDS. Sometimes it can be because thyroid, sometimes it can be because of typhoid, malaria, dengue. All of this has all this same connections are there. So
But if you know, you know.
yeah, they are listening to your voice, okay? They're like, Baswa sir is here. Infection with HIV or having AIDS is something that should not be hidden. Today is Ganesha Chaturthi, students. It's our festival. And look at both where we both are. We are like proper Karnataka people, born and brought up in Karnataka, and we should be, you know, watching different types of statues, dancing to the dole. But look what we are doing, and you people have no this one, what? No consideration, nothing.
Yeah.
Cannot call your friends, cannot like, cannot comment, cannot do anything. Like, ma'am, coming here only is one big thing. Oh, you're very good. Okay? I'm proud of you people. Now look here, having AIDS is something that should not be hidden, since then the infection may be spread to many more people, right? HIV or AIDS infected people need to help and be have sympathy instead of being, you know, shunned by the society. You should not. Got it? Now, unless society recognizes it as a problem to be dealt with a collective manner, the chances of wider spread of the disease increased manifold. My God, why are they using all these words? Students, they're trying to say that until we get to know or until we tackle the disease, there is no other cure for it, because there's no prevention for it, because cure is definitely not there. Only, you know, partial cure is there, like you can just expand how much that person's, you know, lifespan can be a little more extended, we tell. No, that same thing like cancer, we do chemotherapy, we do radiotherapy just for, like, you know, a little extension of the lifespan. Now it's not confirmed that the person will survive. So the society has to be open to it, and people have to treat people who have AIDS in a more, you know, proper manner. So this way they will not have the fear of opening up. That's all they're trying to say. My God, NCRT.
They ignore so much, they don't even put handshake.
Yeah, they don't do handshake, okay?
Complete ignore. If the person comes to take U-turn and go.
Yeah, they don't even share the plates or anything like that, okay?
It doesn't affect that way, right?
Yeah. So students, we will resume back, okay? Only cancer and drug abuse is there. 7:30 we'll come back, okay? No friends.
No friends. Even we don't have any friends.
Hello students. Yes, are you all back? Hello. Okay, chalo, let's start the class. Hello, hello. Okay. Fine. AIDS done. Clear AIDS. Okay, and AIDS is celebrated on which day, students? 1st December is celebrated as World's AIDS Day. Okay. Yes, next is cancer. Now all of you know about cancer, yes or no? All of you know about cancer, yes? Oh, thank you, yes. Now, cancer, ma'am, what is this cancer, ma'am? I don't know anything about cancer cells. Yes or no? Or someone knows. So cancer cells, the problem with cancer cells is they have an abnormal, okay, abnormal uncontrolled division. That is the main reason why cancer cells are very, very dangerous, okay? The main problem with cancer cells is they have an abnormal and uncontrolled, okay, uncontrolled division. That means what? They will not stop dividing. Now students, normal cells, okay, let's take two, tumblers like this, okay, like this, one, okay, another one, two cells, okay. Now I'm going to draw normal cells here. Look at this properly, okay, normal cells. Okay, normal cells. Can you see here normal cells? Should I draw one more layer? Chalo, I'll draw one more layer because I think it's not clear to all of you. This is normal cells, okay? These are normal cells. Now, if I draw the same thing with cancerous cells, okay, if I draw the same thing with cancerous cells, imagine these are the cells, okay, these are the normal cells. Again, two layers I'll draw to just show you guys. This cancer cell, students, even though they come in contact with another cell, they will not stop dividing. They will keep growing, okay? They will keep growing and they will make a complete lump out of it, okay? So students, this is how a normal cell is, okay? This is how a normal cell is and this is how a cancerous cell is. Now, what did we notice so special about them? That is, normal cell has contact inhibition. That is, see, now another person is there, okay, another person is there. Let's imagine Shreya sir is there, Diksha ma'am is there, Baswa sir is there, okay, and we have to stop till the board. Obviously, when we move that side, this side, we'll be like, okay, stop, there's no more places, right? Same way, the cells also, when they come in close to each other, they will know that, okay, it is time for me to stop dividing. But this cancer cells, these people cannot understand that. They do not have contact inhibition. So that is one of the most dangerous characteristics that a cell can have, okay? So here they show, okay, they show contact inhibition. Contact inhibition. These are the properties, okay, these are the properties of cancer cells, that they do abnormal and uncontrolled division and they do not show contact inhibition, okay. Now these cells do not, okay, do not have contact inhibition, okay, contact inhibition. Clear or not? Clear or not? Tell me in the chats, is it clear? Yes, Madhumati, it's okay, dear. You continue. You listen to the class. You don't bother, okay? Any doubts, students? Please let me know. Okay. So, main thing with cancer cells is they do not have contact inhibition, or another sentence that will make more sense is they have lost it. Okay. They have lost the property of contact inhibition. Okay. The property of contact inhibition. Got it? Because of which it's a very big problem. Okay, because of which there is a very big problem. Now, what is the next characteristics of your cells? Abnormal uncontrolled division. They have lost the property of contact inhibition. Then what is it, students? Anyone else can tell me? What is another thing about cancer cells? Quickly. Okay, their lifespan is not definite. Okay, their lifespan is not definite. Okay, now normal cells, they'll have telomerase, right? Normal cells will have telomerase. They will shorten. Okay, after some time the cells will die. But in this cancer cell, such a thing will not happen. That is, their lifespan we cannot predict. Okay, lifespan we cannot predict. It can be longer, however they want to live. Now students, cancer cells, okay, cancer cells are mainly of two types. Okay, mainly of two types. Cancer tumors. The tumors means what? Mass of cells. Okay, this is a tumor. This is a tumor. A tumor is a mass of cells. Mass of cells. Many students asked me last class, ma'am, is a tumor or is a benign tumor same to cyst? Okay, nowadays we listen a lot of it. No, cyst was there and then operation happened and all that. Now, cyst means what? Cyst could be a sac-like structure that could be filled with a fluid, that could be filled with air. Okay, but your benign tumor is not like that. Benign tumor is a solid mass of cell. Okay, do not write benign tumor is equal to cyst because it is not cancerous or it is, staying in one place. Do not write that. Okay, so cancer tumor. So tumor, you understood, a mass of cells. Tumor can be divided into two categories. Okay, so tumor has two types. First one is called as benign tumor. Okay, benign tumor. Another one is called as malignant tumor. Okay, malignant tumor. In this, obviously the malignant tumor is the dangerous one. This fellow is very, very dangerous because he spreads spreads through the blood to different organs. He goes from one place to another place with the help of blood. Got it, all of you? Yes? Is this clear? Cancer, okay, they have abnormal and uncontrolled division. They have lost the property of contact inhibition, and your malignant tumor does something called as metastasis, okay, which we will come to. Okay, metastasis, which we will come to. Yes. Clear? Okay, very clear. Okay, so much ads are playing. I'll let the ads get over. Now, properties of cancer cells. Even though I told a general idea about properties, now we have to learn proper properties, right? In NCERT, what is given, that we have to know. So here, let's write properties of cancer cells. Okay, properties of cancer cells. What is the property, students? First thing is apoptosis. Anyone can tell me what is apoptosis? Yes, apoptosis is absent. Okay, that means programmed cell death, right? Normally I told you, like, the telomerase will be there, telomerase will shorten, then the cells will die. Okay, this is called as programmed cell death. That is absent in cancer cells, and that is the reason why they make a complete tumor, like a group or a mass of cells. So programmed cell death is absent. Second thing, what? They have lost the property of contact inhibition. Okay, lost the property of contact inhibition. Got it? That is, they will not stop dividing even if they come in contact with a cell. Okay, another cell is there, they will not bother. Okay, next thing is one very dangerous thing about cancer is that they can grow their own blood vessels. Now, cell has to survive, gases should be there, blood vessels should be there. Now, these people have a capability of forming their own blood vessel, which is very, very dangerous. Okay, got it? So, just keep this in mind. TAGF we tell tumor angiogenesis growth factor. Okay, tumor angiogenesis growth factor we tell, where they will form their own, okay, own blood vessels. Very dangerous, students, because when this happens, the body will not be able to do anything more than that, right? Maximum body can do is not let the blood reach through this tumor cells, but when they can make their own blood vessel, then who is the problem? Like, you cannot control it. Is this clear to all of you? Yes or no? Chalo, clear? Okay. Fine. Now, as I told you before, the tumor. Okay, let's go through the tumor. Where do I write? Okay, here. Okay, tumor. Students, R is there, UR is there. Okay, it's American and British English. First one is benign tumor. Okay, benign tumor. Now, what is this tumor? Then we have malignant tumor. Okay, malignant tumor. Now, what is this, ma'am? Benign tumor, let's say this is the organ. Okay, this is the organ. On this organ, the cancer cells have come. Okay, these are the cancer cells. These are not the benign tumor. Okay, cells have come. A group of cells have come. Now, this will always stay here. Okay, this will always stay here. Got it? They will not move to any other place. They will remain in that place. They will not move to any other place. So, in benign tumor, the most important characteristic is that they are located in only in one part. Okay, they are found only in one part and they will not move anywhere else, and most of the time they are non-cancerous. Okay, most of the time they are non-cancerous. Got it? Now, malignant tumor. Malignant tumor, let's say it happened here. Okay, this is one organ. This is the mass of cells. Okay, they will immediately start spreading through the blood to another organ. Okay, they will immediately start spreading to the parts. They will spread in the blood and affect the next organ. Is this clear to all of you? Okay, they will, one second, students. They will affect the next organ. Okay, any organ for that matter, they will affect. Clear? Clear? Yes or no? Yes, cells grows rapidly. Very good. Okay, very good. Clear, students? And they know this people will invade into the blood also. Okay, they will invade into the blood also, this malignant tumor, and they are cancerous. Okay, they're very dangerous and they're cancerous. So this is what happens. Malignant tumor, they spread at a very, very higher rate. Okay, they spread all over the body. They spread all over the body. Clear? Now, types of cancer is there, which we will do it in the next slide. Okay, I think I have left a slide. Okay, rest we will go through NCERT, don't worry. So, students, 3 types of cancer is there depending on from where they are emerging. Okay, so cancer of 3 types, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, first one is carcinoma. I think this you guys would have heard. Carcinoma, yes or no? Have you heard carcinoma? Quickly tell me. Yes ma'am, no ma'am. Have you heard about carcinoma? Okay, so this will be usually derived from the epithelial tissue. So we have, like how we have this germ layers, no? So usually it will be from the ectoderm and it will be also derived from the epithelial tissue. Okay, this will be derived from epithelial tissue. Okay, yes, no ma'am, no ma'am, no one has heard. Yes, or your specifically ectoderm also. Okay, ectoderm. Ectoderm. You can just see from epithelial tissue from where it is originated. So here epithelial tissue can be originated from endoderm, ectoderm or mesoderm. Okay, so ectoderm, the one that emerges from the ectoderm, can be cancerous. Now carcinoma is the most common. Okay, 90 to 80% of the cancer that we see nowadays are carcinomic cancer. Okay, that is derived from the epithelial tissue or the ectoderm. Example, students, the cancer that you would hear very commonly, breast cancer. Or this breast cancer is very common, yes or no, right? Breast cancer, stomach cancer, skin cancer, brain cancer, all of this comes under your this one. I'll write few of them. Okay, everything I cannot write, few of them I'll write. Okay, stomach, cervical cancer, all this come under carcinoma cancer. So this goes around 80 to 90% of the cancer is because of your carcinomic cancer. Okay, now the next cancer, okay, the next one is going to be, I think I should have erased this and written. 1 second, students. Okay, yes, 80 to 90%. That means the ones that we see generally, right? We listen to all these kinds of cancer. The most common is going to be your carcinomic cancer. Yes, so now are you all listening to me or talking to each other? Okay, are you all listening to me or talking to each other? Next one is sarcoma. Okay, sarcoma, and the last one is leukemia. Leukemia, I think all of you would have heard. Okay, leukemia. Okay, now ma'am, sarcoma, ma'am, is it similar to this or do they have another differentiation? Yes, they do have. Students, this is usually derived from the mesoderm. Okay, this is usually derived from mesoderm. Derived from mesoderm. Clear? Yes or no? Are you all following me? Yes, leukemia, I know all of you would have heard. Okay, now students, if it is derived from the mesoderm, then ma'am, which kind of cancer can be caused? Bone cancer, cartilage cancer, adipose tissue cancer, tendon, like that. Okay, like the ones we studied, no, in connective tissue. So the ones which are derived from the mesoderm can be example. Okay, example will be your bone cancer, which is again very rare. Okay, very, very rare. Bone cancer, cartilage. You cannot even imagine these cancers, right? Like how can cell growth happen in these places? So these are the types of your and all of these are malignant. Okay, all of these are dangerous. Got it? Yes, clear? Where are you from? Where am I from? Okay, this is only for you guys full time. Got it? Chalo. Leukemia, all of you know leukemia, other word is very simple, blood cancer. Okay, blood cancer. This is also very, very common nowadays, right? Blood cancer. So leukemia is the third type of cancer. Is this clear, students? Okay, is this clear? So first one is called as carcinoma, which is derived from epithelial tissue or the ectoderm, and it is the most common type of cancer, like breast cancer, skin cancer, stomach cancer, lung cancer, cervical cancer, brain cancer. All this comes under your carcinoma, which constitute around 80 to 90% of the cancers. Then we have sarcoma, which is derived from mesoderm, bone cancer, cartilage cancer, adipose tissue cancer, all these type of cancers. Okay, then we have leukemia, which is simply called as the blood cancer. So these are the type of cancers that we come across in our day-to-day life, and all of this is caused by this uncontrolled division of the cell, right? Uncontrolled division of the cell, and they are lost property of your apoptosis is absent, lost property of your contact inhibition. This is what it leads to. Now malignant tumor is the most dangerous one. Okay, malignant, because students, in your benign tumor, what you can do is you can just do surgery. Okay, you can do surgery of that one region and remove the mass of cell. You can remove the tumor. But in malignant cancer, the problem is that by the time we detect it itself, it would have gone to the second stage or third stage, and it would have spread in the form of, with the blood itself, it would have spread to all other places. Is this clear or not? Any doubts? Any doubts? 1 second. Yeah. Chalo, clear so far? Nothing you have, only baby things you have to learn. Okay, so malignant cancer, the problem is it will spread. Okay, it will spread from one place to another. Okay, one place to another in the blood. In the blood. Now, how they are now, students? They are like, you know, a tangled, like group of hair. Now, all of you know, when we take bath, we see a lot of hair. Now, what do? They move from one place and they go with the water and they go and stop. They get blocked in another place. Exactly, this malignant tumor is like this. A group of cells which will move with the form of blood, go to another place, spread there also. Like this, they will continue and they will block different places. No, like how the hair blocks every place. Same way, this people will go and spread everywhere. Okay. Now, this one, you cannot see until it is like a breast cancer or something. We can remove it with the surgery. Otherwise, you have to go for chemotherapy, radiotherapy and all that. Okay, is this clear? Any doubts? Any doubts? Now look here. Look here. In our body, cell growth and differentiation is highly controlled and regulated. In cancer cells, there is a breakdown of these regulatory mechanisms. Normal cells show the property of contact inhibition, by virtue of which contact with another cell will let them know that wait a minute, you do not have place for any more things, you have to stop the division. Okay, appears to be lost. As a result of this, cancerous cells just continue to divide, giving rise to masses of cells called tumors. Okay, tumors are two types, benign tumor and malignant tumor. Benign tumor, yes, one second, yes, benign tumor normally remains confined to their original location and do not spread to other parts of the body and cause little damage. Why? Because it's easier to remove them. Now, the malignant tumor, on the other hand, are a mass of proliferating cells called as neoplastic or tumor cells. Another word for tumor is neoplastic cells. Okay, these cells grow very rapidly, invading and damaging the surrounding normal tissues as these cells actively divide and grow. Okay, and they also starve the normal cells by competing for the vital nutrients. So students, they are not simple. Okay, they're very, very problematic because they will make sure that the normal cells starve by taking all the vitamins that is required for them. By this way, the normal cells will automatically go into, you know, a form of where the normal cells will not be able to function properly, right? So they will make sure that these cells starve also. I don't know why these cells are even formed. Okay, cells sloughed from such tumors reach distant sites through the blood, and wherever they get lodged in the body, they start a new tumor there. This property is called as metastasis. So this is what I was telling you, like your hair, no, wherever it goes and block. Same way, this malignant tumor also has a characteristics called as metastasis, where if it is going like this, stop there, spread, again goes this way, stops there, spreads. So this condition is called as metastasis. Is this clear? Which is seen only in your malignant tumor. So I'll write it here. Okay, metastasis. Property of malignant tumor. Yes, clear? So what do? Cells sloughed from such tumors reach distant sites through the blood, and wherever they get lodged, wherever they stop, they will start forming the new tumor there. Got it? Okay, here, okay. Here we are going to write about the agents that cause cancer, right? There should be agents also, no? Chumma cancer will not come like that. Yes, it does come, but sometimes it's even unknown, okay, how the cancer has come to us. It could be genetic, maybe someone in our family line had it, but chances of spreading is very less, but still people believe in that. Okay, now students, cancer can be spread by physical agents, okay, physical agents, chemical agents and biological agents. So first we will start with physical agents. Two types of physical agents, okay, ionizing and non-ionizing. ionizing and non-ionizing. Now under ionizing, you can think of your X-rays and gamma rays. Okay, gamma rays. Now under non-ionizing, you can think of UV rays. Now you can have a question, ma'am, how did we get exposed to all of this? Now students, X-rays, right? We take scans when the bone is broken, we take X-ray. Normally we tell no X-ray. Now we are exposed to that. Now another major way of getting exposed to this is because of the atmosphere. Whenever the ozone layer gets the small holes or the pores through which the sunlight will pass, during that time we get this X-rays, gamma rays, UV rays through that. Especially UV rays will come through the sunlight. That is the reason why they tell you should control the population, you should control the pollution, otherwise this will keep increasing, because if population increase, people will all start going in cars, two-wheelers, everything. Lot of smoke is emitted, carbon monoxide, sulfides, all of this is going to the atmosphere and making holes in the ozone layer. Now the ozone layer has holes, and because of which the sunlight will pass and come in directly contact with us. Is it got it? Okay, got it? Okay, full glitches happening. Okay, got it? Yes or no? Tell me. Yes, no, not at all. Okay, clear? So that is the first thing. Okay, second one is going to be chemical agents. Chemical agents, students, you all know the chemical agents. Smoke, okay, cigarettes, smokes from the cigarettes only, main reason. Okay, cigarettes. Then it could be from coal, fuel, burning of fuel. Okay, burning of fuels. Got it? All this can lead to carbon monoxide, and inhaling of this can also cause this. Okay, yes, cancer leads to death. Okay, yeah. This become a thing now, tongue twister. Okay, tobacco smoking, students, very, very problematic. It will cause you lung cancer. Okay, lung cancer. Next is biological agent. Now you will be shocked by this. Okay, you will be shocked by this listening to biological agents. Biological agents. What is biological agents, ma'am? Biological agents, students, we have something called as proto-oncogenes. What do we have? Proto-oncogenes. Now these proto-oncogenes are off in our system. That is, proto-oncogenes are not active, but a trigger to them can make them active. That is, they can get switched on. So we have learned about gene regulation. Now students, if they get switched on, they can become cancerous. They can become cancer causing cells. Okay. Now ma'am, where are they seen, or where did you find them, right? These proto-oncogenes were spotted between our normal cells. Okay, it is spotted between our normal cells, and these on some trigger, some activation can turn into cancerous. Now we will be thinking, why did God give us proto-oncogenes, right? Even I don't know, students. Okay, yes, clear? Clear? Yes or no? Tell me. Yes, all of you. Cancer causing cells, oncogenic cells. Yes, oncogenic virus. Yes, very good. We can also call it as viral oncogenes. Okay, we can also call it as viral oncogenes. These proto-oncogenes can also be called as viral oncogenes, and these can become cancerous at any time. They can become carcinogens. Okay, they can become carcinogens. Carcinogens means cancer causing cells. Is this clear? Yes or no? Yes. Yo, nothing happened. People keep okay, got it? Yes. Yes. Got it. Done. Okay? Yes. Basar sir was doing dance. That's why I was laughing. So, physical agents. This color is not good, no? We'll put white. Physical agents, chemical agents, got it? Biological agents. Students, biological agent is the most scariest one because we cannot know why, okay? Why it will, get triggered, when it will become carcinogen, we cannot tell. Got it? Yes. Got it? Done, done. Now we will go back here. Okay, now you will understand. See what NCERT is telling. Causes of cancer. Transformation of a normal cell into cancerous neoplastic cell or tumor cells may be identified by physical, chemical or biological agents. Okay, these agents are called carcinogens. That means the ones that can cause, okay, carcinogen, okay, cancer causing. Ionizing radiations like X-rays and your gamma rays. Okay, X-rays and gamma rays. I told you under physical, under ionizing you have X-rays and gamma rays. Non-ionizing you have UV rays. See, one word also I am not missing. All you have to do is learn from the notes. Okay, UV rays. Causes the DNA damage leading to neoplastic transformation. The chemical carcinogens present in the tobacco smoke have been identified as a major cause of lung cancer. Okay, major cause of lung cancer. Got it? Now, cancer causing viruses called as oncogenic viruses have genes called as viral oncogenes. Got it? Now, they are found between the normal cells. Okay. Furthermore, several genes called as cellular oncogenes, or you can call it as proto-oncogenes, have been identified in normal cells, which when activated under certain conditions could lead to oncogenic transformation. Got it? Yes or no? Very good. Okay, clear? Yes. Now, detection and diagnosis. All of you tell me, how do we detect it? How do we, find a method? Yes. Quickly tell me detection and dialysis. Yeah. Detection of cancer. Think, Kindle. Yes, proto-oncogenes done. Okay. Students, now yes, should have made everything this bigger, no? It's okay. So, we can identify cancer with biopsy. Okay, biopsy. We can identify it with MRI scan. Okay, we can identify it with CT scan. Then we can identify by giving antibiotics. Okay, antibiotics against cancer causing cells or cancer causing agent, we will tell. Then MRI you can do, CT scan you can do, biopsy you can do. What else can you do? Very good, very good. Okay, yes. You can do a lot of molecular biology techniques as well. Okay, like pap smear and all that. Then you can do radiography. Radiography, many other molecular biology techniques. Okay, molecular biology techniques. Yes, done. Yes, bone marrow test, radiography. So all that you can calculate it under molecular biology technology. Okay, no doubts, I hope. Okay, magnetic resonance imaging done. Bone marrow, radiography, antibiotics against cancer causing antigens, all this done. Okay, 1 second, students. Such nice circle I have drawn, but handwriting is so not good. Yes, First we will write biopsy, okay. Then we will write MRI scan, okay, CT scan, okay. Then we will write antibiotics against cancer causing antigen, okay, antigen. I'm writing AT, antigen. Then we can write radiography, yes or no, radiography. Then you can write other molecular biology techniques, okay, molecular biology technique, short form of technique, I don't know, students, okay, molecular biology methods, cell, right, techniques, I cannot write it here. Got it? Yes, you should never underestimate, right, handwriting. Okay, then what bone marrow test is there, so many are there, but just as of now this much you can remember. If you want to write something more, CT scan done, radiography done, yes, okay, done, okay, antibiotics done, biopsy done, study of bone marrow, okay. I think all of you are telling bone marrow, so I'll write that also. If this circle does not belong here, I will not do it, okay. Bone marrow, blood, everything is there, okay. Bone marrow, that comes under this biopsy only, students, histological study. Here bone marrow, blood, everything will come. Done. So cancer detection and diagnosis. Early detection of cancer is essential as it allows the disease to be treated successfully. In many cases, cancer detection is based on biopsy and histopathology, okay. I told you histopathology studies of the tissues and blood and bone marrow test for increased cell counts in the case of leukemia. Biopsy a piece of suspected tissue, okay, this is how they do it. Suspected tissue will be cut into thin sections, they will be stained and they will be examined. That time we can see if there is any extra cell growth or not, okay. Now under the microscope, histopathological study by a pathologist. Techniques like radiography, use of X-ray, CT, computer tomography, MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, this is the most safe. Why? Because in all this you are exposed to X-rays and gamma rays. In this magnetic resonance you are not exposed to any rays, so it is one of the safe techniques, okay. Are useful to detect cancers of internal organs. Computer tomography uses X-ray to generate a three-dimensional image, okay. Generate a three-dimensional image of the internals of an object. MRI uses strong magnetic field and non-ionizing radiations to accurately detect pathology and physiological changes. So MRI is among all of them, MRI is safe. Biopsy and histopathology also will be done, but sometimes we will not be able to detect it faster, okay. That's when we do MRI scan. So MRI is more using non-ionizing as well as strong magnetic radiations, okay. Now students, treatment, as I told you, surgery is the first option. If it is even in malignant tumor, if they have identified at a very early stage, they will be able to do surgery, okay. Before it spreads everywhere and goes to the 4th, 5th stage, then we can do surgery, okay. Then the most common technique that all of you would have heard is chemotherapy. This is when radiations are passed, okay. This is when radiations are passed through the body to kill the cancer cells. Now what happens exactly is, when radiations are passed to kill the cancer cells, normal cells also die, okay. Normal cells also die. That is the reason why that person will be in a lot of pain, they will lose a lot of weight, they will lose their hair. It's a very, very painful technique, okay. So radiation will be passed, students, and very, very strong radiations, okay. So radiations will be passed to attack or kill the cancer cells, okay. Kill cancer cells, but during this what happened, normal cells also will get affected, okay. Yes, next one, all of you tell me one each. Then next one should be, No one is answering. Yes, very good. Radiotherapy. Okay, radiotherapy. Then next one, one should, each one of you should tell one. Yes. Now ma'am, what is the difference ma'am? Both are therapy. Here students, what happened? The cancer part, no, the cancer caused or that cancer area where the cancer is affected, that will be exposed to radiation, but this will be done, and this is not as harmful as chemotherapy because this will not kill the surrounding cells. Okay, the cancerous area, let's cancer affected area, right? Okay, cancer affected area will be exposed, okay, to reduce the rapid growth of cells. Okay, will be exposed to kill the rapid growth of cells. Now this will not harm the surrounding cells, not harm the surrounding cells. One of the examples is cobalt-60. If you want, you can remember, otherwise okay, no problem. Yes, chats are slower. I'm checking here also. Here also the chats are at the same pace. I think same Wi-Fi, that's why. Okay, cobalt, iodine and all will be used. Okay. Yes, last one will be immunotherapy. Immunotherapy. Have you heard about it? I think someone told, no, immunotherapy. Sony told, Tanuja also told. Then who else told? Yes. Yes, this is a very important technique students, because here what we are doing is we are going to give anti-cancerous, that is a very natural method, okay, a very natural method, and here you will be giving biological modifiers, very important, you will be giving biological modifiers, okay, biological modifiers like your alpha interferon. Now all of you remember alpha interferon from your cytokine barriers? Yes or no? That is a virus infected cell that will send signal to the other cells telling that there is a viral infection, so you have to release something to protect itself. So we will use a biological modifier like an alpha interferon to get cured of the cancer cells. Is it good? Okay. So what they will do, same thing that you studied in your cytokine barrier. This alpha interferon will activate your immune system. Yes or no? Innate immunity we learned, no? Activate the immune system and protect the body from this, okay, protect the body from it. So to activate the immune system, we will use this alpha interferon's help, okay, alpha interferon's help. Important. It's a natural technique, but again these things can be done only if it is in a very early stage. In the later stages we have to definitely go for chemotherapy itself, because we have to, as much as possible, we have to get cured of it, right? But if it is in a very early stage, then we can go for immunotherapy and other things. But again, it depends on the doctor to doctor students and how, what is the condition, which kind of cancer it is. All this matters for each of the technique, okay? We cannot tell that, okay, someone who has sickle cell anemia or someone who has leukemia, we cannot tell that, okay, go for this technique, this is more easy. We cannot tell like that. Depends to people, at what age they are, at what stage they are, what is their lifestyle that they were living. All this matters, okay, all this matters. Is this clear? Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay, so look here. Identification of such genes which predispose the individuals to certain cancer may be very helpful in the prevention of cancer. So here they are trying to say how we can avoid, okay, like avoid exposure to particular carcinogens, okay, like they tell, no, use sunscreen when you go out so you do not get skin cancer, or don't get exposed to extreme sunlight. All this, like they are telling small things that will avoid you from getting cancer. Now treatment of cancer, the commonly approach of treatment of cancers are surgery, okay, radiation therapy or radiotherapy, immunotherapy and chemotherapy, okay. In radiotherapy, tumor cells are irradiated lethally, taking proper care of the normal tissues and surrounding the tumor mass. That's what I told you. Cancer affected cells will be exposed and the surrounding cells will be protected, okay. Several chemotherapeutic drugs are used, okay. several chemotherapy drugs are used to kill cancer cells. Some of these are specific for particular tumors. Majority of the drugs have side effects like hair loss and anemia. All of you would have seen, no, the first ever thing that we notice is the hair loss. People will start having hair loss. It's not like how we tell funny that like, you know, telling that when I take bath 200 hairs goes, I'll be bald. And it's not like that. From the roots you can start seeing that the boils, like the bald spots you can start seeing, okay, and this much hair, okay, at a shot, like this whole thing will come out. So be careful, like we should always pray for them. Most cancers are treated by combination of surgery, radiotherapy and chemotherapy, and let me tell you, all of this is very expensive. All of this is very, very painful, especially chemotherapy, because I know I have been there, I've seen people, and I have seen a close family member of mine as well. So it is very painful. We cannot see them. They totally change. Okay, we will not, all this beauty that we talk about, no, will no more matter once we are on that bed when we are doing chemotherapy. This I'm telling from my personal, you know, point of view. Like it will not matter. Okay, we will only pray for that person to be cured. We will not care about how they are going to look and how, you know, how things are going to be later. We will just pray and that after chemo they should survive. But again, survival rate is very less. Most of them, you know, pass away after 1 year, 2 years. Some people immediately also, when the chemo stops itself, they will pass away. Okay, yes. So most cancers are treated in by combination of surgery, radiotherapy and chemotherapy. Tumor cells have been shown to avoid detection and destruction by immune system. Therefore, the patients are given substances called as biological response modifiers such as alpha interferons. Okay, alpha interferons will be given, which activates their immune system and helps in destroying the tumor. Got it? Same thing I told you. Now students, NEET Pedia is still available, all of you can see, and as well as you get a chance to write the MVSAT exam where you will get scholarship, a lot of scholarship, and also you will be getting an opportunity to get iPhones, you know, MacBook at the same time, a lot of things, okay, lot of gifts. At the same time you also get scholarship into the offline centers. So make your choice wisely, and the link is right now in the description box. Click on the link, write the exam. If you think you're a bright student, if you think that I do not need any money to get into any offline center, I am good to write the exam and get it, please do it, okay, and make us proud. We'll be very proud that our student wrote the MVSAT exam and did it. Okay, now students, we'll go to drugs. Drugs, after that, that's all. Alcohol abuse, all that is very normal things, okay, which we have to read and understand. Right? Yes, ready? Some fire emojis. Okay, the drugs which commonly abused, okay, the drugs which are commonly abused. The drugs which are commonly abused are opioids, okay, cannabinoids, and your coca alkaloids. Majority of these are obtained from flowering plants. Some are obtained from fungi. Okay, some mushrooms also are there, students, which will give us the hallucination. Okay, some wild mushrooms also are there, which will give you that kind of that feeling, no, that oh my god, everything is sorted in my life, there is nothing, you know, today is that big day of my life and all. It is only for some time. Okay, so there are mushrooms there, that's why they're telling fungi. Okay, they're telling fungi is because of that. Got it? So majority of these are obtained from flowering plants. Now look here, opioids are drugs which bind to a specific opioid receptor present in our central nervous system. So it gives you that feeling. See, drugs were actually used for getting rid of pain when we have extreme pain and all that, no? To get rid of that, drugs were used. But when it was started getting misused, we have to study drug abuse. Got it? So look here. It will affect your central nervous system. Okay, it will affect your central nervous system and gastrointestinal tract. Okay, heroin, commonly called as smack. So these are the common terms that people use instead of using the actual word. Okay, heroin, commonly called as smack. Now in exam they're going to use the word smack or the word heroin. You should be aware of both the words. Okay, this is just to make you understand, so you have to learn this words correctly. Is chemically diacetyl morphine, okay, which is a white, odorless, bitter, why are people eating this, yeah, bitter crystalline compound. Okay, odorless crystalline compound. Clear or not? Yes, 1 second, students. Yes, yes, this PDF will be available on Vedantu NEET English Telegram. Okay, yes. So students, it's a white, odorless, bitter crystalline compound. This is obtained by the acetylation of morphine. Okay, morphine you are going to study. So acetylation of morphine forming diacetyl morphine. Okay, that is the combination. Okay, yes, heroin is commonly called smack. Got it? Students, I'll just inform my parents. Okay, just give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Okay, yes, acetylation of morphine. Okay, acetylation of morphine, which is extracted from the latex of, went off, opium. Okay, so it is taken from the latex of poppy, that is Papaver somniferum, generally taken by snoring and injection. Okay, all of you would have seen, no, they will put it on the hand and they will do it with the nose. That is what they're telling about snorting. Okay, or they would take it by injection, that is your intravenous injection. AIDS will come. Okay, now heroin is a depressant, and slows down the body function. So they will feel like all my problems are over, my life is beautiful from tomorrow because I am at right now at this point. Okay, they will go into an entire slow pace, everything will be going in 0.5x for them. But all these is very, very temporary. Once you start taking drugs, there is no end to it, because it's a loophole. Like you will go in a loop. You'll be like, okay, today I'm feeling better, so tomorrow I'll take it. Then tomorrow you're not feeling better, then again you'll take it. So to make you feel better, or to make you feel that, okay, life is not a hustle, everything can be at slow pace, you will keep going over and over again. Okay, thank you so much, Tanuja. Is it clear or not? Yes? Clear? Yes, very good. Now next is cannabinoids. So students, this is the diagram. Okay, you have to look at the diagram. Look at this diagram. There is one Batman. There is one Batman's bat. No, there is a Batman's eye mask. What am I telling? Batman's bat, it seems. So this is the Batman's eye. Okay, eye mask. Batman only wears, no? Yeah. Okay, Batman's eye mask. This is how you'll identify this. You'll identify that this is opioid. Okay, opioid or heroin, which is taken from the latex of this plant. Opium poppy. Okay, opium poppy. Got it? So you identify it with the help of a Batman. Okay, now cannabinoids. Cannabinoids are, and those people affect the CNS, okay, central nervous system. Cannabinoids are a group of chemicals which interact with cannabinoid receptor. Obviously, receptors are there, they will go and attract with the receptors, no? Principally present in the brain. Natural cannabinoids are obtained from the inflorescence of plants. Cannabis sativa. Plants are so problematic. If Baswasa was there, I would have told it. Okay, cannabis sativa. The flower, top, leaf and the racin of cannabis plants are used in various combinations to produce marijuana, hashish, okay, charas, ganja. Okay, all these are the common names. Okay, all these are the common names. What are the common names? Marijuana, hashish, charas, ganja. If I'm doing the pronunciation a little wrong, please forgive me. Okay, generally taken by inhalation or oral injection. These are known for the effect of cardiovascular system of the body. Heart will get affected. Okay, heart, brain, everything will get affected. Okay, so do not do drugs. That's what the moral of the story is. So look at the students, because it is going to affect the heart. You look at the shape of this. This is heart shaped. Okay, heart shaped. This is how you will identify it. Okay, don't tell anyone and give. This is top secret of my class. So cannabis sativa or cannabinoids. Cannabis sativa. Look at the sativa plant. They will ask you to identify it. Okay, cannabis sativa looks like your hand, like fingers, no? Okay, yes, that it is heart shaped, so it will give cardiovascular problems. I mean cardiovascular, like you'll feel relaxed, or maybe I don't know, you'll feel basically your entire that pumping, no, that pressure at which you are, you will just calm down from that. That's all. Okay, now coca alkaloids or cocaine, this I know you have seen in all movies, no, they keep using this word, is obtained from coca plant that is called as Erythroxylum coca. Okay, Erythroxylum coca, native to South America. Why is it in India? It interferes with the transport of neurotransmitters. Okay, the people who are supposed to send signal, those people it will get affected. So what problematic people these people are. Neurotransmitters, dopamine. Okay, so it will give you that fake happiness. Okay, it will give you a fake success, fake happiness ki okay, you have succeeded in everything in life, you are the topmost person in this life, and you are happy, you are successful. All this fake feeling will be given by this cocaine. Okay, now cocaine, commonly called as coke or crack, is usually snorted. Okay, it has a potent stimulating action on central nervous system, producing a sense of euphoria, that is a complete happiness. Okay, and increased energy. I am telling it with so much love because I love teaching. Do not think that, oh, ma'am is telling with so much passion that I will go do from tomorrow. Okay, that's all. Then for locomotion and movement, no paths will be there because your parents will break it into pieces. Okay, so that's why understand that is all fake. Okay, it is only for some moment of your time. You will feel that sense of euphoria, you will feel that sense of extreme happiness, you will feel like you are above Ambani, you will feel that okay, I am the most successful person in this planet. Nothing. Tomorrow morning you will be same where you are. Okay, got it? So this is like a loop. You will go back to that again. Tomorrow also you want to have the feeling of Bill Gates. The next day you want to have the feeling of Ambani. Again you want to have the feeling of anyone else, John Cena, then Ronaldo. Like this you will keep going around. They will be doing their life, you will be doing the circle. Okay, only cycling will happen, students, nothing else will happen. Okay, got it? So yes, excessive dosage of cocaine causes hallucination. That is where you will see the fan is flying, you will start seeing a dog inside your home, you will start seeing giraffe, you will start seeing rhinoceros. Okay, you will start seeing solar system where you're sitting. Got it? So this is the problem of it. Got it? Yes, datura and all will come. Okay, otherwise well-known plants like your atropa, belladonna and datura. Datura all of you would have seen, no? That purple color flower, big purple color flower. Got it? Those one. Exactly. Succeed in life because that will never go. Tomorrow morning I wake up also, I am a teacher. Today night I sleep also, I am a teacher. Tomorrow morning also I am in Vedantu. Today night also I am in Vedantu. But if I take this, today I will be Ambani, tomorrow I will be again Gopika itself. So this is just temporary. Got it? This is permanent. Your education is permanent. It will take you and it will never ever make you go a day hunger. Okay, because of hunger you will not die. That much I can promise you. I will not tell you that because of this fake influencers and all this, social media growth world, that anything and everything, such kind of people are inaugurating places, right? There are people who are dancing, that's why they said they are inaugurating now education institute. Now we cannot tell anything about it. Okay, COVID time was a bloom for them, so they are where they are. Now education will make sure that you never go hungry even one day. Okay, that much assurity I can give you, because at least for 5 students when we teach, we will get the money. Okay, but some jobs, if there is an end, it is an end of an era itself. So do not fall for all this, social media fantasy. Do it as a side thing. I will never say no. Do it as a side thing. You love it, do it. But do not take that as the one full pathway. Oh my God, I am going to become influencer. I will do, pyare pyare oh ladka dance and I will succeed in my life. No, you will not. Okay, if that era ends, it's not for everyone. Understand, it's not for everyone. There are so many people, millions of people on Instagram. Are they all famous? Are they all earning in lakhs? Not at all. So that glorious life is only to show you and to attract you into it. Got it, students? So do not fall for all these. These are all, you know, colorful at the starting, but later it can all change your life. And look here, sports person sometimes consumes cannabinoids because they are abusing it. They use steroids a lot for getting that, you know, feeling. Okay, getting that feeling. Now drugs like barbiturates, okay, amphetamines and your benzodiazepines are and other drugs that are normally used as medicines help the patients to cope up with mental illness like depression. Like if we are diagnosed with depression and insomnia, these are the drugs that will be given to us. But what people do nowadays is they take overdose of the drugs. Okay, they take overdose of the drugs. And now understand, natural is there, synthetic is there, chemically made is there. But the thing is, naturally made or synthetic made or chemically made, all of this were made for getting cure of a disease or calming down that pain. If a person is going through depression, what do they want? They want everything to be calm a little, right? Because their entire body is at anxiety. So during that time, these are the drugs that were given, but nowadays they have been misused. Okay, that is morphine. Okay, morphine is a very effective sedative and a painkiller. We all know, no? Sedative and painkiller, it is given during many surgeries and other things. It is very useful in patients who has undergone surgery. Several plants, fruits and seed have hallucinogenic properties which have been used for hundreds of years in folk medicine, religious ceremonies and rituals all over the globe. When these are taken for the purpose other than, you know, medical purpose, it becomes misuse or it will become drug abuse. Is this clear to all of you? It will become, okay? Students, lack of sleep, you're not able to get sleep because of depression, all that condition. Okay, got it? Yes, Sony. Lack of sleep, you're not getting sleep, you're always, mind is always wandering around, you're not able to get a control of your thoughts. That's when they give you antidepressant. Okay, doctors will give you antidepressant, they will tell you consume it. Okay, but that is not when that will be misused by people, no? Like how people misuse sleeping pills. It is given in one dose so that that person gets sleep for some time, but people misuse it. That is when it becomes a problem. Okay, clear or not, students? Clear? Yes. Now they have spoke about smoking and alcohol abuse, which I will do it as a very fast roller coaster of things because it is very general. It's like GK, not GK, it's like EVS class, moral science class. Okay, that moral science class we will not continue longer. So here, look here. Smoking also paves the way to hard drugs. Tobacco has been used by humans for more than 400 years. It is smoked, chewed or even sniffed. Tobacco contains a large number of chemical substances including nicotine. So nicotine is the reason why we are, or the person who is smoking is getting a fake notion that okay, his problems are all sorted or I'm at a better place. That feeling is coming because of this nicotine. Okay, and alkaloid. Now nicotine, what it does, it stimulates adrenal gland to release adrenaline and non-adrenaline into the blood circulation, both of which raise the blood pressure and increase the heart rate. That is, the person is thinking that okay, my problems are all fine, I'm getting a relaxation or I can deal with this toxic environment, right? People who go for work and all, they think that okay, smoking will get rid of that problem, but it is not like that. It is actually at one side they are releasing adrenaline and non-adrenaline and increasing their blood pressure, increasing their heart rate, which will make their lifespan less. So you start smoking at the age of 20, by 40 you are done. Okay, your lifespan will stop at 40 because imagine your body is continuously on a high pulse rate. Okay, always heart is beating, blood pressure also is high, so it's not good thing. Understood? So smoking is associated with increased incidence of cancers of lungs, urinary bladder, throat, emphysema, coronary heart disease, gastric ulcer. In that, emphysema is a chronic disorder. I have already taught you guys, right? Alpha-1 antitrypsin. Okay. Yes. Now, tobacco chewing is associated with increased risk of cancer of oral. Students, that not advertisement, yeah, the ad comes no before every movie. That is this thing what they're trying to tell. Okay, smoking increases carbon monoxide content in the blood and reduces the concentration of hemo-bound oxygen. First of all, hemoglobin does not have affinity with oxygen. Upon that, you are giving all the carbon monoxide inside. Carboxy hemoglobin will be formed instead of oxyhemoglobin. Got it? So that is why they'll feel automatically they'll start having breathing issues. Then cough will start. Then lung cancer. Then death. So when one buys a packet of cigarettes, one cannot miss the ban, warning. If warning is there, but students understand government gets money from this, so they will not stop it. Who has to stop? You have to stop, right? So it is very, very injurious to health, and not only that, they are very addictive as well. Okay, they have an addictive nature, because at first you will do it because your friend asked you to do. Let's look cool. Okay, let's look cool. Let's smoke one. You smoked, you looked very cool. Okay, you're holding the cigarette, looking at everyone. Everyone is staring at you because thinking that what is this choto-moto fellow holding the cigarette and doing? But you're thinking that, oh my god, I look like Salman Khan and everyone is staring at me. So the second day also you want to look like Salman Khan. So you will smoke again. Okay, then again these people are looking. Who is this fellow's parents? If I was his parents, I would have given one. That's what they are thinking. Okay, but what are you people thinking? Oh, I look so cool. Everyone is looking at me. It's not the reality. Okay, it's not the reality. Got it? So look here, a period, the adolescence. Okay, adolescence means a period and a process. Okay, during which a child becomes mature in terms of his or her attitude and beliefs for effective participation in the society. Okay, got it? Yes or no? So here what happens, students, 12 to 18 years of age may be the thought as adolescence period. So in this period, we want to look cool, right? We want to look like everyone, like we want to look like them, we want to look like our friends. At this age, what happens is, in that cycle of looking cool, you will start smoking, you will start drinking alcohol, you will start doing drugs, and at one point you would have reached the stage where you cannot come out of it. So that is why it is very scary, and that is why this is given in your chapter as well. So look here, adolescence is accompanied by your biological and behavioral changes. Yes or no? All of you right now is in your adolescent stage, and you will know that the things that you used to enjoy before, now you no more enjoy, right? The things that you used to love before, now you no more enjoy. You used to love talking to your parents, sitting with your parents, going out with your parents, but now you want to sit with your phone in the room, only talk to your friends, only have cool people in your life, act cool in front of teachers, not respect teachers, back answer to the teachers. If they tell you to do something you do not like to do, I'm not telling all of them, but there are set of students I have taught offline, I know very well. So there are set of girls, boys who wants to look cool, and they will, start crossing that boundaries and respect line. So that is an age where hormonal imbalance is there, we totally understand. But students, during those times, our parents, especially Indian parents, have given us left, right, center, and we have all respected those boundaries. Now also I'm scared to stand in front of my teachers. Okay, now also I talk out of so much respect to them, and that is the thing that should be there. Okay, where they are, you should respect them. Okay, because it's not easy, and you have to respect them for what they are, especially your parents, no matter if they are earning well, no matter if they are able to give you everything that you want. Understand? After 18, you will become adult. After 20 is actually adult, okay? Even if they are giving you what you have, or even if they are not able to provide you everything like your friend, understand they are working hard. I'm not for the parents who abuse the kids and force their kids into things, but otherwise, most of the parents are struggling to make two ends meet. They know how hard it is. Once you start earning, you will know that everything is painful to get that money in your hand. Okay, so you have to respect whoever it is above you, no matter however cool you want to act. Values matter. Okay, if someone has to respect you, you should be able to give respect to another person. Got it? Okay, so here students, look here, because of the perceived benefits, drugs are frequently used and repeated. The most important thing which one fails to realize is that inherent addictive nature of alcohol and drugs. That is, I told you, it's like a cycle. Okay, it's like a cycle. See, people who are doing occasionally alcohol, it's fine. Okay, occasionally people celebrate it, it's fine. But if it becomes like an everyday thing, I need alcohol now, I cannot stand, that becomes wrong. That becomes wrong. Got it? So look here, addiction is a physiological attachment to certain effects such as euphoria and temporarily feeling successful or well-being associated with drugs and alcohol. That is, for that moment you will feel like, yes, I have achieved everything in my life, I feel very nice, I feel beautiful, my life is all sorted. But that is just for some moment, and that lets you to do it again and again. Because I'll tell you a very simple thing. Today you did, today you feel very nice, today you feel very happy. Tomorrow you realize that your life has not changed. All your problems are there, your education is still there, your parents are questioning you, your friends are there, okay, maybe your relationship was very bad. Tomorrow you'll be like, wait, I do not feel normal, I need it. Then you will start having withdrawal symptoms when we try to pull you back, okay. When we try to pull you back, you will start having withdrawal symptoms, okay. So students, this portion is telling you about how it works, okay. So tolerance level of the receptors present in our body increases, and that is the reason why people, you notice that even though they drink day and night, they'll be able to walk properly. But if we drink occasionally, we'll start walking like snake. No, why is that? Because their tolerance have increased, their receptors tolerance have increased. Got it? Now, dependence is the tendency of the body to manifest a characteristic. Oh my god. Okay, that is withdrawal syndrome, students. That is different. You get a lot of symptoms. At the first, when you try to leave something that you have been using for such a long time, you will start shivering. Right? Imagine you were drinking alcohol every single day. Suddenly someone tells you, no, you cannot drink, or you are put into a de-addiction center. Your hands will shiver, your body will not start working, you will not have proper, your breathing will be affected, diarrhea will happen, constipation will happen, your entire body system will start working ulta pulta. Why ulta pulta? Because till now your body was dependent on that to survive. So when we start removing it one by one, you will start having withdrawal symptoms. Okay, since I'm telling with you because that's how I teach, okay. Do not think then why is ma'am telling me, I do not even do any of this, okay. So you will have anxiety, shakiness, okay. You will have sweating, nausea, all this you will have, okay. Some people have extreme withdrawal symptoms. If you see that de-addiction center documentaries and all, you will get to know how people go mad, okay. There are people who has gone into an complete, abnormal state because that much of addiction. Imagine at the age of 15, this kid started drinking alcohol or smoking. At the age of 50, he's already under that. Like, in a sense, he's no more living. That is living for him, right? That tobacco and nicotine is living for him. So when you do withdrawal symptoms, he will start feeling abnormal because he's no more able to accept the reality. Got it? So that is the thing. Yes, extreme anger will be there. Very good. So these are all the problems of it. Got it? Now, effects of drugs, students, here, as I told you before, so immediate adverse effect of drugs and alcohol abuse are manifested. So I already spoke this. Now, they can cause coma, death. Okay, a lot of people have died, students, because of alcohol, okay, because of cigarette smoking. It can cause heart failure. It can cause cerebral hemorrhage, okay. A combination of drugs of their intake along with alcohol generally result in overdosing and even deaths, okay. So this is the reason they are telling, that is in, like, when you also miss your schools, you miss your college, you miss your studies, you miss your normal day-to-day activities because of these mere drugs and alcohol abuse. Is this clear to all of you? Okay, and there is a last paragraph which talks about how you can prevent it, right? That is, avoid peer pressure. So here you can, students, here they are telling that the drugs, the syringes and all that you take, no, you can also get AIDS and hepatitis B. Got it? Just now I did it. I don't want to do GK, that's why I'm skipping all the students. And here they're telling about how you can also have masculine characteristics, okay, because you can have increased aggressiveness, you will have mood swings, some people hair growth will be there, depression, abnormal menstrual cycle, excessive hair loss, excessive hair growth on the face, okay, and body, then breast enlargements, premature baldness, all this, okay, enlargement of prostate gland. It goes and goes and goes, okay. There are so much characteristics, so much characteristics. Now, students, there's a point about how you can avoid it, right? That is, avoid peer pressure, avoid like, talk to your friends when you notice that some person is very isolated. Then when you go to schools and colleges and you feel like someone is harassing you or someone is putting you in the spot, try to share it with someone. Always go for elder help and talk to your parents when you're feeling low. All these other points, okay. Very general thing. Once if you read, is more than enough. The entire after drugs, just read it once. It's like a story, okay. Read it like a story. Got it? Students, let's do one question. Let's do one question. Ready? Okay, you should tell fast answer, students. Even I have to leave to home, and it is Habba, so it is little dangerous. Okay, so tell me, interferons are secreted by. Interferons are secreted by. Yes, very good. Virus infected cells. Okay, virus infected cells. Next one, malignant malaria is caused by plasmodium. Which plasmodium? Plasmodium. Yes, very good, very good. Students, type it faster. Yes, what's the answer? Yes, very good, very good. Falciparum. Okay, falciparum is the answer. Now, man in life cycle of plasmodium is what? Is what kind of a host? Okay, man in plasmodium is, man in the malarial cycle is what kind of a host? Primary, secondary, intermediate, both B and C. Both B and C. Try and tell me. Two, okay. Some are telling 2, some are telling 4. 2, okay. Yes, tell the answer. Secondary host. Students, they can also be intermediate host. The answer is going to be B and C. Okay, they can be secondary as well as intermediate host. Okay, so yes, we have come to an end of the session. So thank you so much for joining, students, and once again happy Ganesha Chaturthi to all of you. So we have completed the chapter. The last portion you have to read it. I have discussed about the major portion of it. I have also given you a little of moral science. I do not want to give a lot because advices are just mediocre. It is only surface level. If you really want to change, it has to come from within. I totally believe in that. I do not believe in advices. I do not believe in unnecessary motivations, because if it is not from within, then it is not going to work, right? So yes, hope all of you like the session. I'm really disappointed in the live though. Let's see if later students are going to watch. So I hope AIDS and cancer is perfectly clear to all of you. See you all in the next class. Thank you so much for joining. I'll be starting chemical coordination next. Do not forget to comment and like the video, as I always say. Now, thank you so much. Good night. Take care. Bye bye. Tata. Bye bye.